So we try to figure this thing out. Here we go.
Yep, let's try doing this. So, hello everyone. I'm Chanigan. I'm the one that wrote the Restreaming guide. 2 years ago now, I think.
Something
No,
like
last
that.
year. Last year or 2 years ago, I don't remember. But I think I'm decent at streaming stuff. So we'll try something tonight where me and JShydell will try to explain how we do the Restreaming things. It's a bit of a unusual stream tonight, but
yeah, we got a couple people
I think it's
here.
for the better.
See if we can figure it out and teach some newbies how to do this.
Yeah.
But I have your restreaming guide up right now on stream. Yep. If you're watching on Twitch, I have it separated. Chanigan's in the upper right or upper left. Sorry, I'm in the bottom right. So as we're talking, you can go back and forth between the two.
Yep. There's a few things that we use. Especially two things. We use Streamlink and VLC.
Yes.
These are the two things. The Streamlink Twitch GUI is not used anymore because there's a bunch of bugs, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't like it. I prefer doing things with like command prompts. Just opening a CMD, like just this.
And I'm basic and like the GUI.
So you see, we have two different ways to restreaming. There's no wrong ways, as long as you get the end result that you want. But so Streamlink. Streamlink is a command line utility that is used that I use to pull up streams from Twitch directly. With that, I do a small command line where I take the stream, put it into VLC, so it just shows up like that.
Yep.
So we have just a stream of Shumbabis, for example, that just finished a FFR run. It's just running into VLC, where after that I just need to crop it into OBS, but we'll go over that a bit later.
And like you said a minute ago, there is also a GUI with it, which you can grab here. It's buggy. There's some stuff that go along with it, but instead of doing it all with command line, you just start searching for people, and then it's just kind of like you're on Twitch, but it pulls it up through VLC. But we'll get there in a bit.
Yeah, the thing I don't like with the GUI is when you type someone's name. Like, for example, I'm looking for Shumbabi. It's not always the first one that shows up.
Yeah. So in this case,
which I really don't like.
You gotta know kind of who you're looking for. I use like the channel that they're using and whatnot to help find it.
Yeah. It's the only thing the really big issue that I have with it. And sometimes the GUI can be down.
Yes.
It happens a few times where the command prompt thing just works. It works all the time.
And then if you're like me, you start favoriting people that you restream a lot, so they're in your follow channels.
Yep. So there's a few requirements to install Streamlink. They are on the Streamlink site directly. I know it shows Python 3.6, but I think they updated, if I'm not mistaken, which Python version is needed now. Trying to find. I don't remember.
The link takes us to 3.13. I don't know if that's accurate or not, but because it looks like 3.13 is the newest.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, you can grab it directly from Python site, or I know with Windows 11, maybe Windows 10 too. It goes through the Windows Storm thing, which I really don't. I really hate. It's not a good way to install an app, but especially for Python. So
yeah.
But that's a me thing. So yeah, you can install it directly on Python site. You can take the latest one, the 13.1, I think is now.
Yes.
Yeah.
3.13.1.
So yeah, you can grab this one. Pretty much any Python version above, I would say 3.8
yes,
is fine. Below that, don't touch them. They're all end of life. There's like their old version from like 2018 and stuff. So
looking at this now, it actually suggests 3.9. The Python site says end of support for 3.8 is October of this year. So
yeah. So yeah, we want the most normally when in like computer in general, you want stuff that is supported, like it's not an end of life. For example, Windows 10.
So, grab 3.12, 3.13 or something, call it good.
Yeah. Install it. Once you install it, be sure to tick the add Python to path. This is very important because if I show my screen just a sec, I can just call py, which works. Again, personal opinion on that, but this is what I prefer.
Well, we want to make sure that we show it to where everyone can see everything.
Yep.
You know.
Other thing, when you install it, I think FFmpeg is now on by default. But when you select components, when you install it, oh no, wait, it's Streamlink. I'm going ahead of myself. For Python, that's it. Yeah, sorry. So for Python, that's all. Just take the path thing, just next. You're done.
And it's probably going to be at the bottom here that you'll just need to click this little button.
Yeah, it's fairly easy to miss. Not gonna lie. Streamlink. So good thing with Streamlink, there's a new version for Windows. There's a link in the wiki with the latest Windows build. Sorry. So just go on it. It's going to be on a GitHub page, and just under the first, for example, this one is 7001. So at least for the clients, not the GUI, and grab the .exe. I just download it and install it because I need to update. So there we go. So welcome to Streamlink. Do next. Be sure that FFmpeg is ticked on. It should be by default, but to be safe, be sure it's ticked on. Do next. I can select install for me or anyone else. Depends on who's using your computer. If it's only if it's you and your family, maybe just install it for me, so that no one else has access to Streamlink. Again, it's not the end of the world. Just next, and if you have existing, if it's the second time you install Streamlink, you can just keep your files, your config that you have, or I think this doesn't happen if it's a fresh install, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Anyway, just click next, and it should install after a few seconds. Well, mine's going to be a bit longer because
error.
Nice. Retry. All right, good old retry worked. Oh, it's because I had Streamlink open. Yeah. I had a stream going on, so that is why.
And I tend to not update it until it's not working right because I don't want to break something right before a stream.
Yeah.
But I never open it until like 5 minutes before a stream.
No, I like to update, keep stuff up to date. All right. So while this is going,
yeah.
Close this.
On the wiki, you'll also see if you are interested in the GUI. It's right here. Again, it's another GitHub. You can go on here, follow the instructions, download it, and I'll show you what that's like in a moment. But it's just a graphic interface on top of the command line you're about to see.
All right, so completed, next, and finish. All right, so it's installed. Simple thing. CMD. That will open a command prompt. This is a Windows I don't want to say Windows only because there's a terminal on pretty much every OS, but whatever. It's where the magic happens. So since we just installed Streamlink, what I can do is type Streamlink. I can press enter. So it shows me how to use it. So Streamlink, then options if I want, the URL of the stream, and the quality of the stream. Fairly simple. Options, the options are optional, so you can just do Streamlink, URL, quality. So I can do Stream Link. Let me grab someone that is streaming. Let's see. There we go. Oats and Goats is streaming, for example, and quality. So the stream, this one. This is the quality, the stream quality that you want to pick up. If you leave it empty, it's gonna grab the default one. I think it's 720, depending on streams. What you can do is type best, which will grab the best quality. Same thing with worst, which for restreaming it's not the best, but it's gonna grab the lowest. Or you can type like 720. I think it's 720p, if I'm not mistaken. 720p, for example, or 1080p, or 36. Wait, what? Oh, sorry. Yeah, 360p, or even 160 if you want. So for this, I normally use best because my internet is pretty good, so I can just press enter. And
if in doubt, 720 is a good standard.
Yeah. So there you go. I have Oats and Goats stream in the VLC window. VLC is the default one. If you don't use VLC, you can change it. I tried to. Before a while ago, I was using another media player. You can change it. I don't remember the command line exactly, but again, it's all in the CMD.
And
one thing, forgot. When you have a stream running, let me just. There we go. So when you have a stream running, you see, right now I'm typing in the command prompt. Doesn't do anything, and if I close the command prompt, oh, they fixed it. Perfect. All right. So this is something that was bugging me. No, okay, no, never mind. It just closed it. All right. Oh. So when you close the command prompt, it closes your active stream. So what I tend to do is just CMD. Let me just grab my start VLC. There we go. Well, we're gonna see NDA instead. And yeah, so what I tend to do when I have a stream, I just let me close this. I just lower it.
Yeah.
And you can have this and do whatever you want with it.
Yep. And if you don't want to dealing with all of that, like you can also just the GUI's right here on mine.
Yep.
So if I wanted to find that same thing, I could just go over here and let's say you have Andy up now. That's gonna be a good one to show because I searched for Andy in here, and there is all over the place with it. So it's going to show me any games that have it or anything else. I'm going down here. Thankfully, he's a large enough creator. It's right here. But your problem is going to be trying to find which one to go towards. And in this case, so just so I can match what Chanigan has here, I'm going to click it, and I'll go watch. It'll take about 10 seconds or so, and then in this moment, on my other screen, of course, it'll pop it up, and I'm good to go.
Yep. So, both method works. Like I said, I prefer the command prompt just because I'm used to it.
Yep.
But really, it's more of a preference.
Yeah, it's dealer's choice.
Yeah. Oh, also one thing that I didn't show. I created a small bat files. So bat files are executable that starts in the command prompt. So I just type my command.
Yeah.
So streamlink to stream the stream that I want to watch best. So when I double click on it, it just starts a command prompt, does the command in that file, and just runs it.
If you want to open up multiple streams, can you do that like that in that one command, or do you have to do each one individually?
Yeah, I need to like change like
Yeah.
oats and goats, save it, then start.
And do it a second time, then go back in, change it again.
I don't think I typed. Yeah, I didn't type the oats stream correctly. There we go. So yeah, I can have both of them, no issue.
Yeah. And so
So
like,
same as last time. Whoops. You can just minimize both command prompt window. Don't close them because I will stop the streams like we saw earlier.
Yeah. And same thing here. All I gotta do is just go back, and now oats and goats is right here. Click the same thing. Decide. I didn't show this earlier. Here's the source. So you can kind of pick high, medium, low, whatever you want for it. You know, you can add some other things. I usually just end up pulling it up, and there it is.
Yep.
What I cannot remember, so we're gonna find out live together, is can I close the GUI?
No. You can't.
Okay, so same idea as the command prompt. You gotta leave it up.
Yep. So yeah, this is how we pull up streams. Yep. So this is the easy part, unfortunately. The hard part is in OBS because, of course.
Oh, here's a good thing. I closed down. I just researched for Andy. This is in a totally different order than it was the first time. So it is what it is.
Yep. Also, for commercial breaks, you can't skip them.
Nope.
As soon as you're using a third-party program to listen to streams, you're gonna have them, which is unfortunate.
Yeah. We're still playing around with if you can link your turbo count to it, because I know you can on the stream link.
Yep.
But
yeah, you can on the client too. Good. If you have turbo. I never used it, not gonna lie. But yes, it is possible.
Yeah.
Let me just okay.
Just showing a little bit more of the GUI here. You've also got the options menu, so you can come in here and you get a little bit more of a chance to decide what you want to do, where you want to do things with. So if you want to use a different player, here's where you can choose everything you want with it. If you do, check the prevent single instance, so it doesn't automatically go over every time.
Yeah, and again, I have the documentation. For the command prompt in the wiki once I've updated it, which should be. I had a hope to update it before today, but work was
hey, life happens.
Very busy this week. Like, who works like the week before Christmas? Like, why? But yeah, there's a lot of things you can do. Just like. There's a lot.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things you can do with it. With the Streamlink GUI can puts it in a nice window. If I can say that.
Yep.
All right.
And you don't have to get in as crazy with that. Really, all you got to do is be able to go in, click a picture, or put in the URL into the command, and that's all you have to do.
That's it. Yep.
So
which is like 95% of the 95% of the time what you're gonna do.
We're gonna kind of assume everyone at least has OBS. We'll go through some of the other stuff here, but make sure that you have OBS as a program, so when we start going with this next part, we can show you what to do with it.
Yeah, and be sure to be on the latest version. At least version 30. I think now it's 30.2. Yeah, 32. Yep. Which is the latest. I think it's the latest. Let me check for update. Pretty sure it's the latest.
I think it is.
Yeah, I think it is. All right. why we want at least version 30. There's at least for me, I know JShydell is using a different setup than
Yep.
mine. Mine, I feel, is easier for newer play
Oh,
Restreamers.
yours is easier even for old Restreamers. I'm just old
Yeah.
and don't want to change.
Yeah. Where JShydell is a bit more advanced, I would say. I think for the sake of it, we should just show the easy way.
Oh, agreed.
Just so
I'll
people don't
mention
get
a little bit of stuff here, but I will suggest your way all the way.
All right, so first thing first, the tracker room. Tracker room is hosted on ADR's site. So how it works is each Restreamer has a room assigned to them. Basically, you just choose yours.
Choose a number.
Yeah, choose a number between, I would say, 3 and whatever you want.
They're tied to bingo rooms, so it's however many
Yes.
bingo rooms we've played.
Yeah. Note that I think it's in broadcast private.
Yeah,
In
I
the
think so.
pinned, can I just? In the pin, we have a who's using which room. So do not use room 1 and 2.
Yeah, room 1 and 2
These
are
two
reserved for the
rooms,
marathon.
yeah, these are for the marathon. So you can just look at which rooms aren't used and use any of them. Any that is not picked. So yeah, this is in broadcast team private. You can see this channel if you have the race through role in Discord. So if you don't have it, you can go to the role request and add it to your user.
Pick a number between 3 and 490.
It's not too bad.
Yeah, we got a couple of them.
Yeah. All right. So once you picked up your room, so basically you go to ADR site. This I think is not. No, this is not in the Restreaming guide. It will be.
It needs to get updated, yeah.
Yeah.
ADR put in so much work on this, and we
Yeah.
used the snot out of this thing.
Yeah. So I'll go over a basic view of the tracker, the Restreaming stuff that we use. So for Restreamers, the first thing you want to set up is how many players you have. So if you scroll down a bit, there's a Restreamer setup. Hey, that's convenient. So you want to choose the layout. Layout, basically, depending on what event is going on, you're going to either use, I would say, most likely use the plain one. The others aren't. I don't think they work anymore. So it's basically for marathon and bingo.
Marathon, plain, and bingo about it.
Yeah. So just choose the number of players that you'll have on stream. So in this case, I'll use 2. The rank box, it's not very used, but it just shows a little box next to the player on the stream. I'll show it later. Camera, if runners are using cameras, so it puts a small box with their when you can crop their camera. Versus, not gonna lie, I don't remember what it does. I think it's just with a VS.
4P. Yeah.
Oh.
So
Okay, yeah, like top versus bottom, and okay, got it.
I'm trying to show it on my screen as you're talking about it.
Perfect. All right, so for style. Oh yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, I just saw it.
Yeah.
Style. So this is where we'll choose. Well, you'll choose the event. So, for example, if we're doing the FFR versus the FFR FFMQR tournament, or if you're going to do the winter tournament that's going to happen soon, co-op and stuff, this is where you'll pick the event, basically. This is all done by ADR. Normally, Dark Moon is the first when we have a an event schedule. Dark Moon is the one that pings ADR. They do the style, and ADR adds it to the tracker. So for our example, we're gonna use the FFR generic. Oh, you're spoiling them. Regarding the logo set, this is basically the logo that's gonna be shown, like the FFR logo. Too bad we're not on the Ultra.
Oh, Duckling Derby 22 is still on here. Nice.
Yep. Oh yeah,
And-
we have a bunch of things.
Yeah, we also have other games, so if you're happening to restream for Mystic Quest or another one of our games, throw on their logo.
Yep. Everything's there. Pretty much everything that we restream is there.
Everything we've ever done.
Yep. For our test, we're gonna use light blue, which is the basic one. Is it? Yeah. Or is it the none?
Or is it?
No, it's the none.
Okay, we'll go none.
Yeah, none. This is for how the stream's gonna look. So now with comms restreamer trackers, it's right next to it. So comms, let's say it's me, com 2 is JShy. We have let's say Rax as a no. I'll put JShy. Let's put Rax as tracker. So what this will do is, in the middle, if you're on the 4-player like JShy is showing, it's gonna cycle through them. So after X number of seconds, I think it's 15 seconds or 20 seconds, maybe even 30, it's gonna swap between the cons and between the restreamer and the trackers. One day.
It'll switch when we're not working.
Yep. Always happen. Maybe it's a minute. I don't remember.
It switches,
But yeah.
I'm sure you've seen it.
yeah, you've seen it a bunch of times. So that's for comms and the broadcast crew.
There it is.
There we go. It just changed. So yeah, if you have multiple comms, you can just multiple trackers. Sorry, you can just put a comma and just add the other user. And that's it for that. Regarding the game info and fundraiser info, you don't need to care about that. Like everything below the restreamer setup and the broadcast team, you don't care. These are for the marathon stuff. Yep. All right. Let's go up a bit. The runners. It's fairly simple. Name, pronouns, Twitch ID. Ranking position is not really used. Best of if it's a best of 3, for example. Team if it's a team event. If it's not a team event, just leave it blank. And final time, which we'll talk later. And there we go. So let's put, for example, Chanigan, he, him. Twitch ID, Chanigan. Ranking, I'm always the best. If I come number 1. So yeah, these will show up in the oh, I forgot. Oh,
We gotta have the show rank boxes on to show the rank.
no, I forgot the this. I forgot to the layout.
Oh,
the
we
two
haven't
sites,
put it
the
into-
layout, and
Yeah, we haven't put it into
I
OBS yet.
completely forgot that.
So that's why I'm trying to show
Well-
along as you do it.
Well, we'll show it more.
Yeah.
For now, let's just concentrate on putting
Setting it up.
all the info. So that's it. Name JShy. Pronoun he, him.
Just so you can kind of see it up at the top next to Chanigan's name on mine. You see the 2 little orbs unlit. I put it as a 0 out of 3. So now if I change that wins best of to like 1 out of 3, one of those orbs will light up, so the other one's not. I think it
Yeah.
goes up to 5.
3 for yeah, 5. It should go to 5, I think. Yeah, it goes to 5.
8. I just got a 1 out of 8, so yeah, it shows up to 5 orbs there.
Yep.
So
Yeah, I
yeah,
don't think it went anything went higher than 3. So
yeah.
So yeah, once all of that is done, you can choose your tracker depending on which game is run. So for us, it's gonna be FF1, and there we go. All right. So for basic setup, this is it.
Yeah. And that's all done through the website on this page. And
yeah.
we'll show you how to get it to OBS here in a second.
Yeah. Well, technically, no, there's down. If you scroll down a bit, there's a clock. And there's a loading screen. This is what will be shown on like your loading screen while you drop use runners, while you do things in the background. We'll just wait until it's time to go.
And question for you, because I know I might do this a
Yes.
different way. I always leave the show loading screen checked.
Me too.
And I'll show you why in a moment, because I've got
Me
an
too.
overlay and a broadcast. So the
Me
way that
too.
we're going to show you, leave this checked, and it'll make more sense in the future.
Yes.
There is a
Yeah,
way that you can use it, but ugh.
Yeah, it's just it's a pain to do. Just leave it on. The loading screen thing, you can put, like, if you type, you just continue typing like next to tutorial. Like, just type a bunch of stuff. Just continue. No enters. Just continue typing. All right. Perfect. Click just tab. Stop. So you see it's going out of bounds. This is why I wanted to show that. So be sure to keep what you can do to you can wait, let me rephrase what I want to say. So how we do multiple lines. Once you do a line, let's say Restream tutorial, then you want to do the next thing, I just shift enter. This will add a break, which is called a break, and tab. There we go. So it just it's a new line.
You can just hit enter.
Oh, you can just enter.
Oh yeah.
Force of edit. I just shift enter everything.
Too. No, you're good.
So yeah, try to have everything like not out of the box. Normally you don't have that much info to show. Like today, it's just Restreaming tutorial with me and JShydell. That's all you need to know.
The only hard thing is if you want to try to like get the whole thing, so you're trying to go like, and then let's see. Okay, so that's a little bit big,
Yep.
And
like Mystic Quest, and now it breaks.
it's like, okay, so we'll take Mystic Quest down a line or something and call it good.
Yeah.
Or just FFMQ.
Yeah, which is how I would do it, but
Me too. But I'm trying to break it.
Yep. The clock, I can. The clock basically is the tracker. Normally, it's the tracker that does it, that clicks on it. Sometimes the Restreamer, depending on how much stuff he has to do. But once you want the game starts, you just click on running, and the clock will just start.
And an amazing quality of life ADR put in here with these pluses and minuses.
Yes.
So if you're ever slightly off, or it's like, oh, you forgot to do it, add 5, add 5, add 5.
Yeah, you can type like let's say like it's 50.
Yeah.
Oh, it's been 3 minutes. Oops, 3. I said no. 2 minutes. No, 2. Please. I'm not pressing tab quick enough. Like not fast enough.
And this is where I just turn off
Yeah.
running.
Yeah,
I get
just-
about 2 seconds from it, and then I use the plus or minus to get
Yeah.
it in.
Once you take off running, the clock just stops.
Yeah.
This is for the timer in
Here.
the yep, like in JShydell screen.
And if you don't turn it off, it will stay on. I think the marathon timer. Yep, the marathon timer is still
marathon's
on.
still.
237 hours.
So yeah, it's been going for a while.
Yeah.
It won't break anything if you leave it on.
Yeah.
But
is that all in
Dude,
this page?
If the clock is running, there we go, and one runner, just on your screen, you see the runner finishing up. You can just click on set final time to right now, which would take the clock timer and put it under final time. You can enter it manually.
It freezes it here. Yeah.
Yep, you can enter it manually if you want, like 0. Let's see, 45, 23, or 32, whatever, and it'll just update.
Yep.
Oh, also
is great.
For the boxes to update, you need to click outside of them.
Yep.
If you're still, let's say, so yeah, you see 446. If you put 450, whatever, just change your time. Well, there we go. If you don't click outside of the box, it's not gonna update. So you need to click outside of the text box for it to update.
Yep.
Just an FYI. And this is for every boxes.
Yes.
On the restreaming site.
Yeah, it gets you down here on the clock sometimes if you try clicking it, or if you're trying to type in something at the last minute, you're like, why is this not showing up? Click outside.
Yep.
Well, then I guess since we're talking about that, we've also got this checkbox here that you can put in some sort of text or whatever you want on. So Chanigan has the winner tag now, or
Yep. I'm the best.
Whatever here.
So yeah, you can put pretty much anything you want. Keep it simple, like winner, second, third, fourth, or first on stream, third overall, something like that.
Or sometimes we had like when they die, the winner was Twitch.
Yeah. So you can be creative. Be loose.
Be professional with it, but have some fun. Everyone likes to joke at something, with it. So just be respectful to the runner.
Yep. Well, we can show that you can click on the tracker when we get stuff, but one thing. Let's say you're on there we go. Let me just take a few things in the multiple trackers, and let's say you have a FFR FFMQR run, and you're like, oh, I need to tick off every single item, which is a pain to do. Good thing ADR thought of that. If you scroll down,
actually,
there's a reset all items trackers. Yes. You click on them, and it just clears everything.
The one thing to realize is it does not reset the clock.
Yep.
Unclick running, click reset. It's separate.
Yep. That's the only thing that doesn't reset. But it's a very, very nice quality of life.
I told that to a couple of our trackers who were going through and clicking every single one. I'm like, hey.
There's a nice thing.
Yes.
Nice little button. For trackers, there's a simplified view which just shows what the tracker needs to do.
Yep.
For example, the clock and the player name, final time.
He gets rid of
which
all
is
the
basically
stuff.
Yeah. Full view is used for Restreamer only because you need to access the broadcast and Restreamer setup. I could ask ADR to just add a Restreamer button, but
Well, and once upon a time ago,
it doesn't matter.
if you did trackers, so it was tracker S, that gives you that at default. So if you send them the link with tracker S, they don't even have to click the button.
Ah.
Yeah. So put trackers instead of tracker.
Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know.
Yeah, so anytime you're putting it into the race room or whatever, just put that one, and then they don't have to worry about it.
Well, today I learned.
Yeah, we all learned something.
Ah, that's nice. I didn't know.
Yeah.
All right. So that is it for the tracking page.
All right.
The layout now, and this will be in OBS now.
Yeah.
We're
This
gonna
is where
switch
life
with
gets
the. Yep. So how I like to do my setup. So let's talk first. Profiles and scene collections.
Yeah.
I use them
really quick.
a lot. Yep.
Rax had put into chat. I think we all use OBS. I think Streamlabs does something very similar, but I cannot speak to how Streamlabs works compared to OBS. So, sorry.
Oh yeah.
I believe
I
it's
completely
very
forgot.
similar, but
Yes, I think. Not gonna lie, I haven't used Streamlabs like since 2016 maybe.
I looked at it briefly about the same 2015, 2016.
Yeah.
Like, nope.
Yeah, I switched back to OBS.
But
I prefer OBS just because you have more control of what you can do.
you can probably use most of what we're going to do here and just find where those buttons are in Streamlabs, and it works fine. So
Yeah.
Okay, sorry to interrupt. Go on.
No, don't worry. Profiles and scene collections. So profiles are OBS settings. So if you click on settings, these are your profiles. Like for example, your stream key, which is giving to every restreamer. Every restreamer has a unique stream key to stream on the FFR channel.
Yep.
For example, I have like my stream. I have depending on if I need delays. Like these are still my streams, but with delays.
With delays, yeah.
For example, or a delay for not killing the Dark Moon's laptop when he had a pretty good laptop. Let's say that. And then I have like the FFR channels. So FFR, FF4, FFR2, FFR. RPG limit break, speed gaming, really depends on.
I've got the same thing here. So I've got FFR, FFR2, my personal with the delay, and I've got like Questing for Glory, RPG limit break, other stuff. I would highly suggest you reorganize your OBS layout on your personal one.
Yes.
Some sort of a visual cue on, hey, this does not look right. Am I streaming to RPG limit break by accident? None of us would ever do that.
Yep. Just for example, do I have? No, I don't have anything for my. Wait, no, that's not my standard. Yeah, I have standard, but like I think it shift for like 2 pixels.
Can I switch on this one?
I
Yeah,
know.
okay.
Oh, you. Oh yeah, if
it's
it's
not the one I'm going. But
yeah.
on my personal one, I have like my chat over here and other stuff, and it's very obvious that hey, everything's shifted over half of it. I'm pointing at my screen like you can see it, but if I go back to one of the Restream ones, I lose that chat icon. So it's like, hey, that's kind of an obvious, hey, doofus, you're not on your right one.
So yeah, for example, like I just legitimately just pull up my FFR one. So when you go into settings, you get from most likely Danny. She's the one that does the stream keys normally, or Dark Moon. It's either Danny or Dark Moon, but most likely it's Danny. So under setting stream, I'm not gonna click on. Well, I can click on it, but I won't click on show because you're gonna input the stream key that is given to you and just paste it there. Do not click on connect account. Will connect your own account,
Yes.
or at least a Twitch account. we use Stream Keys here.
Which, if you want to do that for your personal one, feel free. It's a great way to integrate everything.
Yep.
But when you get
this
the
is what
stream key, I think it also starts with like a question mark or an equal sign, something. You have to include everything in the key. So a lot of people just try to clip the numbers or the letters. It's everything that we give you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it starts with others. I think question mark, live, and a bunch of things. You need all of that.
All of it.
If you're on OBS 30.2.3, especially the latest currently, you're gonna have the multi-track video, which is not enabled for you, but is enabled for me.
Right.
What that does, you need a pretty good internet for that. Just a FY.
Yeah.
What this does is this is a feature that was only for creators on Twitch, which now they have opened for everyone. So what it does is it basically creates multiple stream qualities. For example, currently right now, JShydell restreaming. If you click on the cog, I think it's. Oh no, it does it. Automatic. Oh no, you have it enabled on your.
No, it's been something I've been meaning to do, so I just clicked it. Here, let me take that off. Which one are you looking for?
No, that was the stream, because what it does is, it creates multiple streaming qualities.
Yeah, in the current stream going on, it is not set. I just clicked it on here. I've got 2 instances of OBS running. It's weird.
Which is weird because I see multiple qualities.
Interesting. Yeah, I did not have it up.
I don't know then. This is weird. Well, normally this one creates multiple qualities for people to watch. So for example, if you're on 1440p, if you're on it's streamed like 1440, 720p, 480, 360, and 160. So depending on people internet, they can choose which quality they want to watch.
Yeah.
Which is very good for people that don't have great internet. If, for example, we stream at 720p and they don't have an internet for that quality, well, they can choose a lower quality, which wasn't a thing that was possible before. So I prefer, if you have a good internet, please take it on. Keep everything to auto. Don't mess with it. Just enable the enhanced broadcasting.
Yep. And after you get the stream key in, while you're here in the settings, let's go ahead and go to the output for a second. Your audio. Just going down.
Oh yeah, audio. Yep.
Yeah.
This one. I'm weird. Well, no, I'm not weird. I disable everything. Like everything is disabled. Why do that? We don't want to grab any audio from your desktop. Like you only want the audio of stuff that you want to be shown.
And I like to put it into a group later, which I'll show you. My setup's a little bit crazier, like we said, but I like to be able to control where and what has which ones. So I just leave this completely dead.
Yeah. Just normally it's going to be default for desktop. Same thing with microphone. Just disable everything. We'll fix that later.
We'll add audio in a minute.
Yep. If you're like, I have a weird setup. If you want to monitor audio, you can leave it to default, which is going to be your default. But I have a weird setup, so I need to select a cable input, which it's virtual. I don't think we'll go there, but just keep it to default, or select your either headphones or whatever you listen stream with.
If you have any more questions about some of this more advanced audio stuff, you can reach out to one of us. I think we both do it the same way, but in different, because I do it through Windows Audio instead of through OBS. So I'm constantly monitoring it through Windows. But
that's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, no, I do everything in OBS.
Yeah. So like I am listening to my cable B right now through my through VLC separately than through here.
Yeah, I had them audio. Okay, yeah, I had them separated at some point. I know my audio other video player is separated.
Yeah.
Um,
But
anyway,
like I
it's
said,
not.
if you're curious on some of the more advanced audio stuff, just reach out. We'll show you the basics
Yeah.
in a second.
Yeah.
Output, though, is where we need to talk about for just a few seconds. Cause
Not if you enable the advanced broadcasting, which
Really?
is so good.
Nice. Okay, then.
Yeah,
I
this
definitely need to play with that.
fixes almost every issue that streamers have
Okay.
regarding quality, because the output is going to be the quality of your stream, basically.
I like that.
Yeah,
because you don't have to figure out the bit rate then and your encoder.
No. Which is why I said you need good internet to enable this.
Yeah.
Cool. Like, I have fiber at home. Like, I have a gig of bandwidth.
Yeah.
I'm good.
I will be putting that on in a few moments after we do the stream.
Yeah.
Expect the OJ
for
hour
real.
to have it on.
This is for real. This enable enhanced broadcasting fix.
Yeah.
Like,
And
everything. It
just as
simplifies just everything.
As a PSA, if you don't have great internet, usually we're looking around 1800, 1600 kps. It's kind of a good basic set. Whatever the best encoder you have is, if you have a good GPU, InBank is great if you have an NVIDIA one. H.264 or X.264 is fine if you don't.
Yep.
Just got to play with it a little bit.
I would say for encoder, please do not use software.
Yeah. If you can
Software
get away with
is complete garbage.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for those that only have software, but the quality is so bad.
Yeah. And I'm running an NVIDIA, so I've got the NVENC. I can't remember what the AMD one is right now, but just look for hardware if you can.
Yeah. It's the H.264 is hardware versus the X is software.
Okay. And then if you'd like to make local recordings of it, you can change where you want to have it recorded and call it good.
Yep. Again, I'm a bit weird. I do all of my stuff. You are in output mode simple. I do mine in advanced.
Yeah.
Because I like to change things. For example, I like to stream at one quality.
Oh, yeah.
Let's say before that I was streaming at 4,000 kbps. I could go to 6,000, but people with not that good internet would be able to watch a stream. And for example, for local recording, I just crank that up. Right now it's only at 2,000. Oh yeah, because I'm on the FFR. But on my personal is like 10,000. Like, because I want a good quality for my personal recording.
Yeah. And
but
I've been playing with the advanced, but keep it simple and call it good for
now. Yeah. If you want to keep it simple, do what JShydell just said, and that'll be fine.
And then finally, in
video
your settings here, go to video. Don't look at mine right now. I have mine set up differently because I'm trying to capture both of our desktops. So I have mine as a huge resolution. We like to stream at 720. So you want this down at the 1280 by 720. That keeps it pretty standard for everybody.
FPS value, again, I prefer streaming at 60. So I put it at 60. You can put it at 30 if you want. But this is a preference. Downscale scaler, please use the Lounge whatever, the last one. It's just a better everything would look better, basically.
And if all you're doing is the Final Fantasy restreams and stuff, I'd even suggest keeping your base and output the same at 720. And that way you don't have to worry about a scaler at all.
You see, not like that. I like my base to be my native resolution and my output to be what I want to output. It won't change. Like how the this window, the how can I call it? the
projection.
OBS window, like it won't change how it looks. Like for example, like I'm at 1920 by 1080. If I change it to 720, click apply, everything's zoomed in.
Yeah. And
Which
the only reason I like to
we
keep
don't
it at
want.
720 is just that's what our stuff is built on. But yeah, you can scale it to do whatever.
Yeah, it just basically this just downscale everything to from 1080 to 720.
Yep. But I think
it's personally it's my opinion on that, but
yeah, I think that's about it for in the menu there.
Yeah. So I know it's a lot.
Yeah, make a profile for this, make a scene collection for this, and then we'll get started.
Well, we haven't talked about scene collections.
Yep.
So this was for profiles. By the way, you can rename duplicates and delete profiles. Same with scene collections. But yeah, profiles are for which stream. Let's say it like that. On which stream you want to stream.
Yes.
For our sake, this will be better. It'll be that. Scene collections are basically what will be shown on screen.
Right.
So if I'm restreaming, I created a scene collection called FFR Restreaming.
Yep.
So if I'm restreaming Final Fantasy Randomizer, this is what I'm streaming. If I'm streaming on my personal channel, for example, FFR, I have some my scenes for my personal channel are there. If I want to stream for Extra Life, for example, which I did just a few weeks ago, month and a half ago, I have a scene collection with that which is not linked with any of the other.
Right.
For example, the marathon. Oh yeah. For the winter marathon, like 2 years ago, I had a scene collection. Like, scene collections
they're amazing.
They're amazing. Yeah.
They help to keep your brain organized and your life organized instead of just having a million scenes. Because like same thing. So here's my restream one. I've got the different stuff for the marathon and everything. And then I can go up here to the Power Hour and I get all the different ones with our ads in it and our other things ready to go. So just very, very nice to have. And you have play. Go away. That's what happens when you add stuff willy-nilly.
Yeah. So same thing with scene collection. You can rename, duplicate them, do all kind of stuff. Now is the hard part. How to create scene sources and everything where to have our stream look
actually work
that good. Yeah. So personally I use for streaming at least I use four scenes. So scenes are a group of sources which are the programs that you'll be showing on screen. So for example, my splash screen, which is my intro screen, has basically audio, which is my audio player. For music, Spotify audio should be there, and my image, like the background, which is technically which is the web page.
We'll get there in a second.
Yeah. So yeah, I have multiple. Depending on how many players I have multiple scenes. So if it's a solo run, I have a one player. I have a 2-player if it's a 1v1, or if a 4-player if it's a 2v2, or if we have more runners. Why I do this? It's only because I don't want to have to add sources.
Yeah.
Well, technically this one does because I'm being dumb, but for example, I basically use 1 and 2. So how can I say it in this okay. They finished streaming. I was wondering why I didn't have any stream running.
Yeah. Well,
So for no, let's just go back. Splash screen. This thing. This is basically the room that is assigned to you on ADR site. So for ADR site, there are 2 sites per room. Let's keep it like that.
Yep.
There's a tracker and there's a layout. So for example, this is the tracker room, the one that we showed before, and there's the layout. Let me put it like that. Which is basically what you're seeing right here. This is my layout.
Mm-hmm. And so once he creates his splash screen scene, in the sources, we'll add a browser.
Yep. There's a browser source. Under URL, I put the name.
The name
for
the make sure it's
the
layout.
room. Yep. Needs to be layout.
Yeah. And then the size needs to be 1280 by 720, and that'll crop it to be that.
I'm special, so I just put it at 1400 by 1300. But yeah,
okay,
it's
so
basically your.
Yeah,
like I said, I have a special special OBS setup, but basically it's your. If I go back to video, it's your base resolution. It's basically that.
Well,
so you can copy this.
Crop yours, didn't you?
Yeah, because I'm a dumb. I'm a dumb.
If you have your base at 720 and then you throw this in at 720, there's no cropping.
Yep.
It just pops up and centers and calls it good.
Yeah.
So it's fine to crop, it's fine to scale, but if you just want it to be simple and go, base 720, here 720 and go.
This is how it looks if I don't crop it myself. Which, not gonna lie, 1920 by oops, 1080.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because the size, I forgot about that.
Yeah, and so you'll have to pull that in and then expand it to the full thing, which isn't a big deal. It's just one extra task, you know.
Yeah. I think that's why I put 1400 by 1300.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, I'm dumb though. I'm not dumb then. I just work weird. That's it for that.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, there's nothing else you need to do. Wait, let me just hit the screen. There was a single pixel that was bothering me.
Yep.
So this is that's for the browser source. Very simple, just layout. And be sure to have your width and your height set up correctly.
Yep.
And
then
that's it.
Crop it or move it so it's full screen, and then whatever you do on that page that we showed you earlier will now show up in here. So anything you put in this box, we can.
Yeah, you can connect to my room if you want.
We'll all go up there. I've mine here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you have yours.
So that is how you get everything to show up here. It's all that web page, and as long as the web page is talking to each other, you are literally just changing a web page, and then it's just displaying whatever's on that page.
Audio. Audio is not complicated. Not that complicated. What I like to do is, for audio stuff, I like to have them in a group. Especially for the audio that the music player, for example, like the music you hear before we start stream, I like to have it in a group so I can toggle it on and off very quickly.
Yes.
Audio player, I have. We're using first of all, we're using a Rainwave, which is a free. You have it? Oh, perfect. Looks like you were prepared, which I'm not.
I tried. Yeah, rainwave.cc/OC remix is what we use, and it's all public domain or remixes of things that they allow streamers to use.
Yes. What you can do with that, you can download a file. I don't know if you. There we go. So if you click on the plus and listen to MP3 or the OGG, I prefer OGG. It's gonna download a OGG M3 file.
Yep.
Which you can plug in into OBS. Oh, you don't use a plugin.
No, I use as a VLC source,
Interesting.
and I use cable
Ah,
D.
interesting.
Again,
Because me,
this is NAND cables.
yeah, because me, I use a, I think it's a VLC.
Mhm.
I think it's a VLC source. Is it?
So
Or is it the media?
mine's
Oh,
a
yeah,
little
it's
bit
a.
more complex and simple all at the same time. I pull mine up as a VLC, and then I put the VLC as one of my audio sources. So
Yeah, where I don't need to do that. Currently, I don't have VLC, and I can just do that, and audio just started playing.
And I think now that they have the audio capture on, you could even put it as a browser source and just have that browser being played.
Technically, yes.
I don't know if I'd suggest it,
But
but you could.
no, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
There's a thing in OBS where you can have a VLC video source,
Yes.
which is basically I just put
Put the file
a
there, it's all
playlist, just add my file, and that's it.
And-
I don't remember if this plugin is built in OBS. Can you check real quick? Like if you do the plus sign
Oh, sorry.
on your
What do you want?
sources. VLC video. Okay, yeah. So as long
VLC
as you have
video source,
VLC, yeah. So as long as you have VLC installed, you're gonna have that.
Yeah.
Which then you can just
Put
click on the
songs
plus
into here, and
and
if you
the file that we just that we downloaded. Which now you can just put it in.
Yep.
Toggle it on, which will play. The widget is very special. There's a tutorial on Rainwave's site. Again, I'll put everything in the restreaming guide. Basically, you need to put a specific URL, width and height, for it to look good.
this down here,
Basically.
Or you can cheat like some of us have from the olden days before that was around. I just have Rainwave, the actual website.
Oh, you just crop it.
And then I've just got it cropped.
Oh boy, yeah, that's cheating.
I put a color source behind it so that it had a solid background, so that no matter where I put it, and so I've just got a gray color source behind it, so that you can see it no matter what.
I see. Yeah, no, I think I prefer my method.
I prefer your method
there.
too.
Yeah. I like to have everything like in a group. Again, groups are weird. Please, there we go. What I do is only do this for audio stuff. Do not do it for video stuff, because groups are weird.
Yes.
So what I do is just create a right-click, add group, which you'll put everything in that does the same thing like for audio into that group. For me, I've Spotify, for example, which sometimes, if needed, that I use. It was very used for twin instrumental, FFR, Final Fantasy songs. So yeah, use once you have your source, the let's say the music widget. I put it where I want it to be. So let me put it in the corner. I lock it so that I can't move it.
Yeah. The lock is going to be your friend.
Yes, and then I drag it to into the group. So that way, let's say I have music playing. I just mute that. Boom.
Yep.
Music is muted. The widget is hidden too. So there we go. Instead of like, let's say it's not in a group. Like, oh, I need to mute the widget. I need to mute the audio. It's a pain. So that way, I just have to click on one thing,
and it goes away, and it's all there.
Yep. There we go. So I only do this for audio, only because video is weird.
Yeah.
Whoops.
And my steps, like I said, effectively the same. I just use this weird cable, so I'll pull it up in VLC, audio, change the audio device I'm using, and then it goes to this one that you'll see pop up in a second. There it is.
Mhm.
So it's effectively the same way. His is a lot simpler.
Yeah. So that's about it for the
Setup.
started the first overlay. Um, Now let's say you have a race, like 2 players. You're the Restreamer. What do you do? Let me first delete this.
Oh.
There we go.
And side note here while we're doing it, this is why he has the splash and I have my overlay and broadcast, is now we never touch that page again. Everything
Yes.
is done on the website. Everything is done. You update it and it auto updates it as it goes. You don't have to touch this one again except for to go to it.
Yep. So the reason why we said to tick the showing loading screen box is only for that.
Yeah.
So on the for example, mine is 2-player scene. I have my background image, which is the same thing, like the same URL as the splash screen, but I added a small thing, which this basically disables the
that checkbox that we have.
that checkbox.
Yeah.
Without really disabling it.
Yeah. Effectively clicking this adds that command.
Basically, yeah. So same thing as before. Add that URL. Be sure to fit on your screen. Boom, you're done. This thing shows up. This web page shows up. It's basically what people are gonna see when they race. When they want to watch the 2 people racing.
Mm-hmm.
So I have multiple sources. So same thing as last time. I have my audio group, which since you created it in here, you can just press the plus
add
group, and you can add the same group.
It makes life so much easier.
Yes. Way more fun. So that way you don't have to create it like 4 times. You can just reuse it. But because, well, like, let me just delete it.
Yeah. If I go through
Group.
all my different sources, you'll see that I've just got
So
an
you see.
audio group. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's there. So again, boop. There we go. Now music is playing. Now it's not. Discord audio. This I should change because I'm not capturing it correctly right now. Well. Am I? I don't remember if this is... No, this is by default. Yeah. No, I'm correct. I updated it. Yeah, that's fine. All right. Something that OBS added in version 28, which is why on the wiki it currently says version 28 or higher is needed, is because of that thing, which is called application audio capture in beta. The client's been in beta for more than 2 years now.
Yeah.
I think it's fine.
Pretty robust for being beta.
Yeah. So once you add it, you can select pretty much any app that is currently running on your PC and capture its audio. For Discord, for it to appear in your Windows, you need to be in a Discord voice channel, because this one, which is the broadcast boot one where we are currently in, won't appear. Like, Discord will appear, but not the broadcast boost audio. Once I click OK, and if you talk,
who and where? Check 2, 3, 4.
yep, there we go. So you see it light up. It's like the Discord audio thing lights up, which means we have audio. Microphone. If I need to interact with the stream directly, I like to have my microphone ready in case. I normally have it hidden, so oh yeah, audio stuff that are hidden aren't stream on the stream. I don't know if it makes sense.
Yeah, if it's hidden, you're not going to hear it. Or like I've got a lot of mine muted here, so if it's this grayed out, it's not going to be seen. So
Yep.
the colored is going, the grayed out is not.
Yeah. So for example, Discord audio, if JShy is speaking,
Hello,
like
2,
blah
3,
blah blah,
4, 5.
and if I click, if I click
Twinkle,
the
twinkle.
eye, it's out. It's not there anymore. So
Muted.
even if JShy is talking, we're not gonna hear it. If I do this now,
Yeah.
people are gonna hear it.
And just for a random, just so anyone looking in and going, but wait a minute, yours is grayed out, and why can I still hear Chanigan and stuff? I am running 2 instances of it, so this one, if he talks in a second, talk.
Yep. Hello. Wah, 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 wah.
See, it's all over here because I'm doing something stupid for this thing.
Yeah. This is basically for the audio. It's very simple since they added the Discord, not the Discord, the
Window capture or the audio.
window
capture.
audio capture. It's so good now because of that. Because otherwise you would have to do what JShy is doing, which is doing multiple virtual audio cables, and it's a pain to do.
Yeah.
Now the capturing streams. Finally. Let me check who I can take real
And
quick.
just side note, we need to wrap this up somewhat quick because we got the podcast starting in like 10 minutes.
Oh,
Yeah.
we have so much stuff to talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to pick up Mexican Runner. There we go. Mexican Runner is running. All right. He's doing a small thing. So same as last time. I go to my bat file, change this to Mexican Runner. I could just Control C and just CMD, Control V. So same as last time. Poof, that pops up, and I just minimize the CMD window. All right. How do I get this into this? I need to lock this. There we go. Always lock your sources, by the way.
Please. It's
Always.
so easy to move things around if you don't.
Yeah. Yep. So I created 2, well, technically 6 sources, different sources, depending on stuff. Let's say that. So the main window is going to be my 2P-1 and 2P-2. Why do I put 2P? It's because it's a 2P. It's that easy. 4P is going to be, well, right now it's not correctly set up, but it's going to be 4P-1, 4P-2, and so on. So I click I do the plus window capture. Let me call it test for testing purposes. And this is the window you're going to see. So select your VLC. For example, I'm doing my VLC of the Mexican Runner, and whoa, everything's black or white or something doesn't work.
Weird.
Under capture method, change it to Windows 10.
Yep.
And ooh, it magically appeared. I don't know why automatic
just doesn't work, but it doesn't work.
Just select Windows 10, which is why Windows 10 is required for this. Then I select client area. I force SDR. If you have a HDR screen, please take this off. Take this. Otherwise, the stream is gonna look very weird.
Yes.
It's weird. Don't capture your cursor, please.
Yeah. Please
and
take off
this.
capture cursor.
Yes, and this thing. This is where the magic starts. We're gonna capture the audio. The what?
Where the
It's not. Yeah, because you have a weird setup. So there we go. So I have my test. By the way, the order where your sources are is important. So when I move this below background image, you see the background image goes above the my testing. If I do it, if I put it above, you see it just goes. My VLC windows goes above the background image. So you want to put it under. Background image should be almost always at the top.
And something to realize here as we start getting into some of these more advanced things, the size of your VLC window also matters. So as I'm starting to go around here, if I resize this, it changes everything that's going on the screen.
Yes.
So before we start doing any of this, get your VLC how you want it set up. If you want smaller windows or tiled somewhere, that way you're not going in and messing with it later.
Yeah, I can have it as small as I want.
Yeah.
What I like to do is basically just put it right on my side. Do not minimize that window.
Nope.
You can put stuff over it, like you see it's still playing in the background. But if I minimize it, it's black. It doesn't render. So you need to have it on screen, so you can choose things. So like I said, like what I like to do is just put it a good enough size.
Yeah, make it how big you want. I tend to go quadrants, so I tend to put like 4 quadrants on my screen or something, or whatever works best for you. We're only going to be capturing a small part of it, so it doesn't really matter how big it is.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So yeah, I can do this, put it in a quadrant, and there we go.
All good.
So, out crop.
Hopefully they've got a nice like square or something on your box.
Yeah, something like that. So there are 2 keys that are important: the Shift key and the Alt key. Shift. Let's start with Shift. Move this. Doesn't care about what's it called? Screen. I want to say proportion, but I don't know. I don't remember what it's called. Anyway, it's not important. So yeah, this will be used to like fit this on in the box basically. And the second thing is Alt. So you press and hold the Alt key, and
that allows you to crop.
Whoa! So this is basically what we're gonna do. So we're gonna crop.
So right inside, just what you want to see.
There we go. And now gonna do this. So if you don't hold the Shift, you see it doesn't take the whole box that's available. So I hold down Shift, take the corner, and
it allows you to resize it however you need.
Yep.
Because we will slightly skew whatever ratio they have.
Yeah.
We'll make them fit our boxes. So
yep.
Not every runner has the exact same, 8x7 or 4x? Yeah,
exactly. Once you're happy with how your crop is, let's say I'm happy. I don't want to go into too much into the transform menu. Just very basic, just so you can do your stream, basic stream. Like, I'm good with that. Looks good. Click the lock. Lock it in place. Boom. There we go.
And then you don't have to worry about accidentally grabbing it. Like, see, my background's not locked, but I locked that stream, so.
I love the Control Z's.
Go away. Back.
Yep.
Yeah. And then you just do that.
And just repeat the same thing with your other stream. Do the same thing, like grab open another CMD, so you have another VLC. And like we said, if you resize your VLC, you see, I just
it on the screen.
Yep. You see, I completely broke mine.
Yeah.
So, which is why I like to use that. I just put it in a corner, and there we go. It takes the perfect size. So I can take that and move. Well, I can't move it because Windows is weird and it resizes stuff.
Yeah.
But that's about it.
Yeah, and a couple of those little tips and tricks type things on it. If a race is just getting started, you can pause whatever stream you're watching, and it will pause it. It'll still remember what's going on next, so that you can then replay it to sync up races or if something happens. Big thing to watch out though is if you're restreaming a race and that person finishes and cuts their stream, it will cut it from your VLC also, unless you have it paused. If you have it paused, you're good. It's not going to do anything.
Which is why we have this small thing that we just pop up once someone finishes.
And if
we always put it above the screen. Like currently, mine wasn't correctly placed, but you see, I can just pop it up.
And if you don't have it, basically as soon as that runner beats chaos or whatever the end of it is, I like to just click pause on their stream on like when it tells how many chests they open or whatever the funny little saying is at the end. Just something, because it won't close as long as you have it paused.
Yep.
So.
So, I don't want to go into cameras and stuff.
Nah.
It'll be in the wiki once I rewrote everything.
Yeah.
But basically, since we're I forgot the OJ power up where it was today. Not gonna lie.
What?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Nah, it's all good. I figured we could get through this in an hour and a half.
Yeah, one thing. Very important. Studio mode. I completely forgot about that.
Please.
Studio mode is very important. So let's say you're streaming and oops, something changed on player one. Like their stream resized for no reason. Like they changed something without knowing it. You can do some cropping while
some magic.
Yeah, you can do some magic while not affecting what's currently on stream. So for example, if Jay, you can do it right now on stream. So just add my my face. Like yep. And if you can put it on your
there we go.
There we go.
Here.
All right. So this is currently what's on the right is what's currently on stream.
Yep.
So this is what you guys are seeing, and on the left is what basically what you want to edit.
Yeah.
So for example, if you want to add my face.
Yep. It's going to change around just a little bit because of the way that Discord acts with it, but
oh yeah, true.
Yeah, because it's gonna make both of them go. But I could just go over here and I could go. Oh no, even that updates on stream. What? Why did that update on stream?
Ah, that's weird.
Yeah, apparently text
updates. Ah, I didn't know that.
I didn't either. So I'm just going to go ahead. Let's go ahead and just add another window capture. Sure. Let's add, create new. Cool, call it good. And I'm going to throw that Final Fantasy VI game that I had up here.
So you see,
to show what's going on.
What's on screen currently is not like the FF6 window. I know it's on screen technically, but it's not.
Yeah.
On the like over my face or over my stuff. Like this is only on JShydell's side. And it's not affecting the current stream. So once you're good with your what you've changed. Oh, look,
I hit fade to black instead of fade.
Yeah, fade to black. You can click on transition and poof.
Yep. And so
it
now
just changes it.
I could go ahead and take that one off. It hasn't changed it on the stream, and I can now fade over, and it's good.
And
I'm
back.
I hate the 300 fade. There we go. The longer transition you have, the smoother it looks, in my opinion. So
yeah. Well, for cropping changes, I just cut.
Yeah.
I just do the thing and be done with it.
Cut is just go.
Yeah. Cool. I use studio mode a lot for restreaming. Once I'm done with all the stream look, I just turn it off.
Yep. And then go back to there and call it good. Biggest thing to
Yep.
remember is the right side is what's being displayed, the left side is what you are editing.
Yeah,
And-
it shows preview versus program. Program is basically what's live. Preview is a preview of what
Yeah.
it's gonna look like.
And audio can get kind of crazy in studio mode, so if you're having any audio issues, go back to just normal mode to edit with audio.
Mhm. Yes.
That's
Yeah,
if you
audio
watched
is
the Power Hour
weird.
a few times whenever I tried adding something, that's the problem.
Yep.
But I think that pretty
Yeah, I
much gets
think-
a basic overview.
Yeah. I just saw Franklin that you had the aspect ratio question. How can I say it? Just alt shift, basically. Alt shift, and you can resize the source that you want to the correct aspect ratio. So yeah, just like JShydell just did.
And then, yeah, in here, Shift and Alt are going to be your friends because you can change them however you want. Once you get it figured out, life is good.
Yep.
And you can stretch it out if you want to, and yeah, sure.
Yeah. Why not?
But,
so yeah, that's a very, not gonna lie, it's a quick overview.
yes.
I know there's a lot of information. We could go into way deeper than that, like OBS settings, every source's settings. Like there's a lot of things, but
yeah,
basically,
feel free to
this
reach
is
out to either of
yeah.
us or ask anyone in the Discord. We can go through whatever in more advanced details or more basic. Teach to me like I'm 5 details.
Also, I've created 2 on the wiki. They are both on the wiki right now. I've created a scene collection for FFR depending on your monitor resolution. So if it's 1080 or 720, they are currently on the wiki. It's at the bottom of the page. This will be rewritten soonish. But yeah, if you don't want to add sources yourself, or all of this is just too complicated, you can just download it, drop it into OBS, and boom, you're almost done and ready to stream.
But in order to shit this on over, I'm going to go ahead and just show you guys here really quick. This is the actual one now live to Final Fantasy Randomizer. It's going to mess us around just a little bit, but I'm going to go ahead and switch us on over to changed into different settings. See?
Yeah, you have music also.
Yeah, there we go.
There we go. Hello. We're still here.
And there we go. And so, fit screen, go to there, and we'll get set up for this thing in a moment.
Yeah. So yeah, quick thank you, JShydell, for doing this. Again, that was a lot. I know that was a lot, but no, it's something that at least me, I love doing it. I've done multiple setups over time. Like,
and
I've been streaming for what? 8, 9, 10, 13 years. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been streaming for a long time, so I don't consider myself a pro, but I know how I know how to put stuff on stream.
Right. Well, and that's the same. Like, I've been doing the restreaming stuff here for like 4 years, but personal streams and stuff for longer than that. And there is no right way. As you see from my setup to his setup, like, you can find your own way. As long as it works and you're happy with the end result and you're getting what you want on the stream, there you go. So we can teach you different ways, or if, hey, this program isn't quite working for you, well, we'll find some that does.
Yeah, I think that's about it for me. I know you have a which I will be in chat for.
Noise. Yeah, we're gonna talk about the winter
And,
tournament here in a second.
Yep. Again, thank you, JShy, for taking
Yeah.
time with me. Thank you guys for watching, and yeah, just ping us if you have questions or
Please.
yes, or if you want, you can either ping us or go into broadcast the broadcast private room. I forgot already the name.
I think it's broadcast private.
Well, yeah, broadcast team private. You can just go there and ask us questions.
Yep.
I'm very active in that. when there's something, I'm very active because I really love streaming and stuff. I really love how all of this works. Jesus, that was hard.
and I never get off the Discord, so I'm always around.
Yeah.
But okay,
yeah.
we're gonna go get
That's
set up here. So thanks, Chanigan.
Yeah, thank you very much again. I'll see you later.
Boy.